Anglers Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. It's time for the Manager's Show, sponsored by the Chatham Bakery. I'm with John Schiffner. Schiff, how are you?
I'm good. Very good. What a day. Beautiful, beautiful day after what was a miserable day yesterday. God, that was wet.
Yeah, game one of this series was supposed to be yesterday, but some rain came down, got in the way of that, so you actually had 2 days off in the playoffs. That's unusual not only in the playoffs, but really at any time in the season in this league. How do you think that the days off are going to affect your team?
I'm not sure. Again, it's hopefully it's there's enough rest that they certainly could use the rest, I think. It's been a long season, so I don't think that 2 days should hurt them. We got them out early today at 2:45, an extra round of batting practice, some ground balls and so forth, kind of get the little tiny bit of rust off them. And, we'll see. Who knows? I mean, I think personally, I think the rest has probably been good, but we'll see.
Now, you mentioned you got the guys out here, mandatory early practice today at 2:45. What was your thinking in doing that?
Well, just getting back in the frame of mind of baseball. They have had 2 days off, and that is a lot, no matter what level you're at in summer ball, whether it's in the minors or in the summer league. That's a lot of days off. So make sure they got the mind frame and the mindset that we're ready to go. We've got to put our best foot forward tonight and make sure that we scrape off the rust and stretch out a little bit more. And and again, some of the guys, it probably was great. I'm sure it was great for Mitch's hand, Pickens' knee, a few other guys who got some little twings, little boo-boos. I'm sure it didn't hurt. So hopefully we'll be able to utilize it.
Well, you're coming off a series sweep of the YD Red Sox. You outscored them 15-4, and this team just keeps on doing new things. Didn't hit a grand slam all year, and then you hit a grand slam in each of games 1 and 2. What goes through your mind when you're watching all these things unfold, especially now in the playoffs?
Well, it's just special. I mean, it's obviously just special to see it happen, and again, it goes to the hard work of everybody involved, and that's not, you don't expect it, but why not? The right guys are at the plate at the right time to do that. So it was fabulous, and the Dante's grand slam in the first game sort of got us energized because we had played so poorly, running into the playoffs, and then JD's was it broke their hearts. I mean, that was it. They were, you could hear some of the cars in the parking lot warming up over there. That was it. And I don't mean that in any negative manner, but that broke their hearts. Simply a home run usually gets the other team's attention. When you go grand slam, it's they knew it was pretty much, knowing our bullpen, they knew this is pretty close to over.
Well, that came and capped off a 6-run inning for you guys. It was 3-3 going into that frame. You only had one guy on with 2 outs, and then the team rallies for 6 runs. It just seems that this team never thinks that they're out of a game or an inning. As a manager, how happy are you when you see a team that starts with a man on first and 2 outs and scores 6 runs?
Well, that's been this team. I mean, I have to say that I'm one of the few guys that has experienced what's going on right now. It's against all logic. It's against the rules of percentages. Just they keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Sooner or later, the law of averages, who knows? But we'll take full advantage of it right now. But a lot of it has to do with their character. A lot of it has to do with they don't like to lose. And the guys have been taking great swings all year long. I mean, Mitch got us going with that base hit, who's in his hands been barking really bad. But he said, I think I can give you 1 or 2 at bats. So the idea was to leave him bring him in late in the game if there's a right-hander on the mound. Defensively, he should be fine, and there you go. I mean, that's a huge base hit, and there you go.
Moving towards tonight's game, first pitch at 7 p.m. It's the first game of the Eastern Division Championship Series against Orleans. You have Matt Gage going, which is nice because yours was the only first-round series that only went 2 games, so you get your third starter and all-star. How much confidence do you have putting him on the mound in this situation?
Oh, a great deal of confidence. I mean, he's had a really, really good year as an all-star, very consistent, throw strikes. Even his last outing wasn't his best outing. He still only gave up 3 runs. I mean, that's pretty good. And so, yeah, we have a lot of confidence in Matt. And Matt does a lot of things that help himself out. He feels his position well. His runner control is excellent. He doesn't walk a lot of guys. The guys really like to play behind him. So I'm very comfortable.
This is the 11th time that Chatham and Orleans are meeting in this situation with a trip to the Cape League Championship on the line. What are you expecting the environment to be like at Veterans Field?
Oh, I think the crowd's going to be electric. It's just, it is one of the better rivalries, and I don't like to use that term because the kids they just want to play ball. But there is a rivalry to it for the fans, and that's going to be fun. And the Orleans fans will be up, and the Chatham fans will be up. It'll be great.
Do you think that's going to help the guys kind of get back into it after 2 days off, just seeing those fans and the atmosphere?
I think so. I think it always helps when the crowd's behind you, but it'll be it's going to be a 50-50 crowd for sure. So, it would be nice if we can jump out early.
Can we get an attendance prediction from you, Schiff?
I would think there'd probably be 3,000 or 4,000 on the low side. I think it could be more. Beautiful night. Nobody. Last night there was no game, so I think there's going to be. I think there's going to be a really nice crowd tonight.
Should be a lot of fun. There were close to 4,000 that game against YD. Thanks a lot for the time.